Fired Up Friday. You forgot to plug the road show. So don't forget the road show. I'm excited for the road show. I'm excited for the guest speaker, but more importantly, I'm excited to recognize our heroes from 2020 and those folks that really crushed it in 2020. So that's what I'm getting excited for. So look forward to you. Look forward to that next week, next Thursday, correct? Yep. Okay. And I will tell you, the team being in Grand Junction here, the team it has been full bore and in the office here. I'm just watching the team. I'm watching Carrie just get ready for that. So it's going to be a great event. All right. Fired Up Friday today. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. I want you to think about that. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Get ready, because I'm going to post something here in the chat comments. Make sure you're ready to copy that and take that, because I'm going to give you some more tactical ideas going forward. Get ready to grab that and take this with you. You guys have heard the tortoise and the hare, marathon versus a sprint. Steady wins the race. You get the point. I'm going to take it one step further into my Army days. We used to say slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. I've watched many soldiers over my 20-year career, leaders that would go rushing in to an event. They would go flying into it, and it was full bore. They were attacking the problem with vim and vigor, and they were going to solve the problem. What ultimately happened is they either fizzled out, kind of like a shooting star, because they just didn't have the energy to keep going, or they missed a critical step along the way and allowed that opposing force to get the better of them. They didn't slow down, and they were not smooth. They were not steady. They were not the tortoise. So how do we apply this to real estate? Well, we all know that jumping into real estate, like we all love to do, because we're getting into the spring market, we're going to go 100 miles an hour, but you're going to fizzle out. So you might want to take a step back and go, okay, how can I apply some tactics that are going to help you be successful going into the spring market? Last week, we talked about doing the basics. We talked about picking up this 50-pound weight, called your phone, and making contacts. Well, I want to take it one step further for you, help you out today, so that maybe this doesn't become the 50-pound weight, but this might become the 50-pound weight. Actually, this is about 1 ounce. I'm going to show you how to pick up your pen and do something absolutely magical. Reminder, last week we talked about the five contacts a day equals 30 transactions a year. But how do we make every one of those contacts that you make a quality contact? How do we improve? And I started this, I said, how do we improve the odds? How do we increase the chance? And then I had to take a step back and go, no, we're still betting here. No, how do we ensure that those contacts that you make will translate into business? How do we reduce that 40-to-1 metric down to maybe 30-to-1 or 20-to-1, so that you are putting quality effort in? Here we go. There it is right there. I just put it in the chat. Okay. This is called 8 and 8, and it comes from the book Ninja Selling by Larry Kendall. And if you have not read this book, read it. You need to get this. This is amazing. And here's what he did. He tells of a story that and a principle, it's 8 and 8, where he did 8 things over 8 weeks after meeting a gentleman on the soccer field. The first thing he did is he sent a personal note to him. He picked up his pen and he sent a personal note saying, "Hey, great to meet you. Loved knowing, just kind of learning a little bit more about you. Just a, hey, good to meet you note." Week 2, he sent a city map along with a personal note. Week 3, he sent something of value. Now, in this case, his wife did a cookbook on high altitude cooking. And so he sent that to this particular gentleman. On week 4, he sent a newsletter. On week 5, he sent a brochure on how property taxes work, because this gentleman was actually new to Fort Collins. On week 6, he sent a summary of the home sales in that particular gentleman's subdivision. Week 7, he picked up the phone. He picked up this 50-pound weight and he made a phone call. And then on week 8, he took him to lunch and he applied the Ford principle. Now, weeks 1 through 6, he attached a personal note along with each one of those. In 8 weeks, he did these 8 things. Super simple. Now, as I look at these 8 things, I said there's some principles that kind of jump out at me. Number 1, he built that relationship. Number 2, he went through the know, like, trust sequence. So at the end of the day, he gained their trust. He didn't have that commission breath. He didn't come in and go, hey, let me help you right away. No, it took him time. He slowed down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And the last thing that he did is he applied his CRM. He applied the CRM with the daily reminders, the weekly reminders that said, hey, contact this gentleman every week. And when he did that, he applied these things. He slowed down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. The result ended up being that this gentleman had a new company that he was moving to Fort Collins. 43 out of 47 of the new employees used Larry Kendall to find a home. Think about that. 43 out of 47. That he did one contact 8 times, turned into 43 transactions. And I guarantee you those 43 transactions are still producing today. You want to talk about increasing your odds? No, you want to talk about ensuring you're going to get the business? This is it right here. These 8 things. Think about that. So as we go into the spring market, how do you become top of mind for people? How do you become that trusted agent? How do you get people to know, like, and trust you? Because trust takes time. So think about it. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Gain that trust. Hey guys, get fired up. We change lives. Have a great weekend. Be blessed.